Do I go left or do I go right? I better get this right.
The ship only needed to turn another 10 or 15 feet, and it probably would have made it.
The boiler room was a fun set. This was, again, using a little bit of the old movie magic. Obviously, there's so many boilers, and the actual Titanic boiler room went on forever. We only built 2.5 boilers, and then stuck a mirror on the end. So it looked like the boilers just continued on and on and on. So you were able to look into the mirror, and it looked as if the boilers repeated all the way down through the ship. It was a fun bit of movie magic.
Jim's thing to me, he wanted Dante's Inferno. And I think we really got it, because it was hot and sweaty down there, and I think the stokers had this kind of great patina and sweat on them, and suddenly all the coal dust started to settle, and you know, you had the real look, and it was great.
The models that contained the flooding were shot outdoors because there was a lot of water involved. We had a rig built where it was like a ball with like a fire hose nozzle hooked up to it, and that was pulled through the hole. I think we hooked it up to somebody's car or something like that to pull that thing. When that shot went off, it looked so real. When we saw it in dailies, we were just amazed the way everything blew in there, and that was a lot of fun.
To create the interaction between our main characters and the iceberg, we dumped a load of ice down a chute on the deck of our big set using a motion control camera and a big piece of green screen behind the set. We then shot our miniature iceberg with the same camera move on a motion control stage with interactive lighting from the ship's windows. We then created digital falling ice pieces to bridge the full scale and miniature elements and composited them together into the final shot. For a subsequent shot of the iceberg moving alongside the ship, we started with a live-action plate shot on our big set, and then added our iceberg model, augmented with lighting effects coming from the ship's portholes, real ocean water and foam elements for the wakes, and various splash elements to create the necessary water interaction.
The boiler room was just incredible. You couldn't find a bad angle to shoot the set at. It wasn't designed very well for the flooding sequence because they had no capacity to relieve the water once it poured in. So we just shot this thing as the events were happening, and each take we did, it got more and more deep.
Get back!